We're going to open up the Ratchet to look at some of the carnage. It's just like there's a ring right here. Just got to catch the lip. Let's see. There it is. It's hard to put you in view and get it there. There we go. I lifted it up. And then this pops out. Let's see. Doesn't look like there's really any damage on this. That's that piece. And here's we're going to see the damage right here. Let me take it out and then I'll get some better lighting, guys. My overhead lights actually, some of them broke. This little spring in here, and this just sits in here like this. Doesn't really look like there's too much damage on this right here, because that's probably going the opposite way. Actually, that's broken right there. And then this piece. And this is plastic. This is like a hard plastic. It's a really hard plastic. You can tell it's kind of like a... Yeah, it's a hard plastic. So snap right here. Snapped right there. Doesn't look like there's any damage down here. Hopefully not. The thing about this ratchet, as opposed to like the thing about this ratchet, as opposed to like the Carlisle, if you haven't watched the Carlisle, it bent right here, and then it started bending right here, so it came loose. But this is a lot thicker right here. Maybe not a lot thicker, but it's a little bit thicker. You can see, you can't see past it, but on this end you can see past it and sticks out further, showing that it's thicker. The actual, this itself is a little bit thicker. It is thicker. So it makes sense that this would bend before this one would. And it makes sense that the teeth would give on this one as opposed to going on this one. So it makes sense. It makes sense that this would bend. I didn't know, to be honest with you, which part of which ratchet would go. To be honest with you, I thought the teeth maybe, or I mean, I thought the this would break off maybe on this one, and I thought probably the same thing, either the teeth or that, just because they're so fine tooth. If you notice, this is, the teeth are just so fine tooth. It's just, you know, the finer the teeth, even though you have the, you know, the dual pawls and however many teeth contacting at one point, there's only so much it could take. Something has to break. Something just has to break. And somebody was asking, why do I get caught up on the fact that it breaks right here at the head? And that's probably just my personal opinion, because every time I have broken, in my experience, every time that I have broken a quote-unquote professional tool, an expensive tool, that's where it has broken. But I never really broke one on purpose or accident, a 100 tooth, a fine tooth like that. So that's where, in my opinion, I get that if it breaks off at the drive end, because what I've seen with professional tools is it breaks off at the drive end, and then with other tools that I've used, like non-professional tools, cheaper tools, the teeth always give. So that's where I get my idea for that. I've just noticed all the professional, not all of them obviously, this one didn't, but this is a 100 tooth. The thing is, it's warrantyable right now. We could just have it warranted and have it replaced. And on this one, this would go. So I mean, even if you had the repair kit, I don't know. I like them both. I obviously like this one a little bit more. They probably took about the same amount. If this wouldn't have bent, then next the teeth would have give. And you know, it'd be interesting. Let's try to fit these inside of here. I doubt that would work. It's totally different. If you notice on this one, the internals are just totally different. I've taken that one apart before. Anyways, the metal on the inside just gives, you can see it's pretty thin right there. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. About 9 or 10 teeth that are contacting at one particular time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. About 9 teeth contacting. So you have about 9 at any one particular time contacting. But when you put that much force, anyways, we'll get that fixed sooner than later, and it'll be put to use. And I mean, to be honest with you, the only time I've ever really broken a ratchet on accident wasn't even really on accident. I was too lazy to go get a 1/2-inch drive. I was like, whatever, if it breaks, it breaks, and I just put way too much force on it, or I put a cheater pipe. So anytime I've actually broken one of these, I was abusing it, you know, I was just being lazy or whatever. But as far as breaking something like this on accident, it just don't happen if you're being cautious, you know what I mean? But this one right here, this is not a bad ratchet. This one's just a little bit better, just a little bit better. You can see it's bulkier. This one's bulkier here. This ratchet's just a little bit better than this one, but this is a professional ratchet. In my opinion, I like it. This one's just a little bit better. So they all broke, as you see. They broke in different areas. This one bent right here, but if it didn't bend right here, then the teeth would have given the same way. Anyways, thanks for watching. Comment, rate, subscribe. Next time you see this ratchet, it's going to be nice, new, and fixed. Thanks for watching.